Hello everybody and welcome back to Gaming on Caffeine. My name is Isaac. We are back for episode 4 of my modded survival island. Last episode, we set up this little quarry over here, which has been chugging along nicely since the end of last episode. I think it's probably almost out of juice at this point. Let's do a quick check on the amount of coal left in these redstone engines. Not much, there's about 2 left in each, so these will probably last a few more minutes here. But basically, since the end of last episode, I have had to constantly come over to this chest and empty it out because it is filling up way too quickly. We have way too many different kinds of ores in here. Like, there are 3 different kinds of copper, which shouldn't even take up more than 1 stack space, but I'm actually taking up 3, and I think we might even have a 4th somewhere, because there's a really weird looking copper added by immersive engineering. But anyway, I've had to come over here. I keep emptying out the cobblestone so that doesn't take up too much space, because I don't really need that much cobblestone. I've kind of just been dumping this into the ocean like so, which is not the most effective way of getting rid of cobblestone, but it does work, and that's all that really matters to me. And I've also gone ahead and built this little island over here. It looks very similar to this island, and that is because I built it in the exact same way. And this is going to be my storage/sorting island, and that's what I want to work on today. I want to work on getting a system in place so that we can sort all of our items into chests, and also get all of the items from that chest over there, the one above the quarry, either going to their own respective chests on the storage island, or over to the floating chest over there if they happen to be ores, so that they can then get processed up, crushed down, smelted, and sent into that chest there, where they will be stored as ingots. And hopefully we'll probably have like a thing that brings them from that chest over to storage island so that everything can be here. Storage island is a work in progress title and is not yet officially the title of this island. Anyway, the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use logistics pipes. Logistics pipes is a really cool mod that I haven't used again in a long time. We're kind of doing a lot of that this series. I haven't used the Buildcraft Quarry or the Sterling engines in quite a while, but logistics pipes is kind of like applied logistics in a way. Now, I'm going to just kind of go and show you how I'm going to set this up, and you'll probably just get a gist of how it works as we go. But to start with, we're going to have to, of course, make some logistics pipes. Now, the very first logistics pipe is called the basic logistics pipe, and if we go ahead and type in logistics pipe, it is this guy over here, the basic logistics pipe. It's kind of expensive to make, or it looks kind of expensive to make because it does require 2 diamonds, but if you look at it, 2 diamonds makes you 8 pipes, and every single one of those 8 pipes can make you 8 basic logistics pipes, so essentially you get 64 logistics pipes for 2 diamonds, which is not that bad. It's not great, it's a lot more expensive than the cobblestone pipes, but it's not that bad. Now, there are 2 ways to make this. You can either use the golden chipset recipe or the golden gear recipe. The golden chipset recipe is a little bit cheaper because the golden chipset is made using a redstone and 1 redstone and 1 gold, whereas the golden gear is 1 iron and 4 gold, if you look at this recipe here. So it does require 3 more gold and iron to make this one, and this one just requires 1 piece of redstone, but the chipset requires some lasers, an assembly table, and power to make, whereas the golden gear does not. So for the time being, we are going to go ahead and use this little recipe down here, and in the future, once we get an assembly table and all the lasers and everything set up, we will go ahead and use the recipe. But for now, let's grab ourselves all the required stuff. So I've smelted up some glass, redstone and diamonds we do have. Let's grab, I'm going to keep a stack of cobblestone on me just in case. I made some more redstone engines since the end of last episode because we are going to need quite a few of those today. And let's go ahead and make some more cobblestone pipes. And I would also like to start making some golden transport pipes, because golden transport pipes, although they're pretty expensive, and I'm completely doing this wrong because we needed to make the golden gear version, golden transport pipes, although they are a lot more expensive than the cobblestone transport pipes, move things so much faster than the cobblestone pipes do, because the cobblestone pipes are so slow, whereas once we set up this system with the golden transport pipes, you'll see how slow the cobblestone transport pipes are. So let's go ahead and grab some of you. And also, for the sake of saving time, I'm going to go ahead and in cave, I'm going to put a crafting table over here on Ore Processing Island. And let's just go ahead and make ourselves a bunch of these. Nice. So I did make 40 of those. I made quite a few. Let's go ahead and make ourselves 1 chest. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put this 1 chest over here, like so, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to run some cables from that chest. We're going to pump basically everything from that chest into this chest. Now, one thing that I do want to do before we do that is I want to move this automatic ore converter, because the main reason I had this there before was because the immersive engineering mod didn't have a Sfax patch. Since then, I have got the Sfax patch for immersive engineering, so everything is nice and Sfaxed up. So I don't really need this here, because all of the ores will automatically just look like this no matter what. They'll all come through as immersive engineering ores. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm quickly going to make myself another pickaxe, and I'm going to move that ore converter from here over to there, because that's going to allow us to more easily filter the ores from that chest over into this chest. And I flipping hate the rain, but we'll leave it there for now. Yes, let's put you there. Let's get rid of you and move this over here. So I'll stick that down like that. Everything over here should continue to work as it did before. And then over here, what we're going to have is we're going to have the same setup, really. We're going to have a wooden transport pipe, which we are going to have to make because we do not have one on us. So let me just quickly craft one on the floor here. We need wood and we need glass. So we can go boom, boom, and boom. See, thank you very much. We'll throw that down right about, I think, on the left-hand side here. I don't want to go too far up. I'm going to put that... Now, this could be a bit of a pain because the quarry is finished and we're going to move it in a second, but work with me here and we'll kind of move this as the time goes on and we'll get this to work properly. We might even invest in ender chests later on down the line to make this a little bit easier to kind of move around and stuff, but for now, we will put this here. We will set ourselves a redstone engine like that. We'll make 2 more levers like so, and we'll stick that down on there. Turn that on. By the way, anything that's not an ore that gets pumped into here will just... Nothing will happen. It will just go straight through. Like, you'll see the cobblestone. It just goes straight through, and any ores will, of course, get turned into, by default, thermal foundation ores. So you'll see mechanism go straight through into thermal foundation. This one does the same, and that one also does the same, and that works out quite nicely. And then we'll do the exact same thing here. This will be our output pipe. And what we want to do here is we want to pump out of here and around into that chest over there. So... let's put you there. Let's flick that on. And I'm going to use my plethora of golden pipes to run it across. Like so. Okay, so I've gone ahead and run the golden pipe all the way from over there to this chest here. And this is where our very first logistic pipe is going to go. So we're going to put that right there. And we're going to put the golden pipe behind it. Now, you'll notice that the logistics pipe is red. The reason that it's red is because it doesn't have any power. That's right, logistics pipes do require some form of power in order to be able to run, and the way that you give them power is a little bit different. You can't just kind of run redstone flux up to the pipe itself. Instead, you need one of these guys over here, the logistics power junctions. These things, thankfully, are very easy to make. It is quite simply just some redstone and some iron. So, if I was to go ahead and do something like this, we can actually make one extremely easily. And I'm also going to go ahead, and I was hoping we would have some coal. Unfortunately, we do not, so we're going to have to use wood for now as fuel for our item generator, because I'm going to put this right next to the iron generator over here, right about there. Now, the way that we get the power from this logistics power junction over to that logistics pipe is we put one logistics pipe here, like so, and then we connect this up to that one via any form of pipe that's from Buildcraft or from logistics pipes. So I'm just going to simply run this all the way along from here, and we are going to have to make a few more golden pipes in order to make this happen, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. We have quite a bit of gold and quite a bit of glass, so we'll make 24 more of those, and then I should be able to quite nicely kind of run this under here. Like so. So now you'll see that the pipe is still red over there, and that is because right now we do not have any power being sent to this little guy, the logistics power junction. But if I was to go ahead and throw some wood into here, it is going to burn down pretty quickly, but you will see in just a second, these basic logistics pipes should turn green if everything's working right. Now, a lot of the power is probably getting sent to the crusher as well, but this should start to work, and I might actually have to put it there. That one has worked. I might have to do this. Yeah, there we go. So you'll see the red like lines that were on there before and now no longer on that. And the next thing we're going to need to make is a wrench, because in order to use the basic logistics pipes and all of the lower tier logistics pipes, you do in fact need a wrench. So let's go ahead and quickly make ourselves a buildcraft wrench. Thankfully, these are very easy to make. It is quite clearly just some stone, gears, and some iron. So let's go ahead and get ourselves some of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you very much. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. A bit rough around the edges. It's hard as a rock. I think my achievements may have reset since the end of last episode, because I'm fairly certain that we have made those gears before, but that's fine. And now, if we were to go over to this logistics pipe, we can go ahead and right-click on it, and we can specify which items go into this chest. Where it says requested items, this will request that those items go into this chest. Now, if we were to set up another chest, like so, I'm going to quickly go ahead and actually make another crafting table for this island so that we can have one flipping all over the place. If we make some more chests and put them on here as well, what we can do is we can have certain items go to certain chests. So, just for example, I'm going to set 3 chests up like this, and we'll get rid of you for now, but I do still want it down because I don't want mobs spawning, flipping everywhere. So let's put you there, and then connect these up with golden pipes like so. Now, what we can do is we can say that we want only, say, coal to go into this chest here. Now, I don't think that we have any coal currently in this chest. Am I mistaken, or am I correct? And I've just, like, wasted my stuff. Brilliant. I think I may have just pumped all of my stuff down into the void by accident. Yep, look at this. Look at this. This is this is all of my cobblestone that I kind of threw onto the floor, as well as all of the other stuff that I actually wanted to keep since the end of last episode. And now I am probably going to die from drowning. Actually, yeah. Okay. What the heck? Okay, let me get all that stuff back, guys. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so now that I've pumped all of my stuff into the ocean, which only happened because the ore converter over there only has a very small inventory. So let's try and get this set up so that doesn't happen again. Basically, what I was going to try and show you here is how we can set certain things to go into certain chests here. So, for example, if I wanted only coal to go into this chest, I could right-click it with my wrench, like so, and I can specify coal. Now, if we specify this one, I'm going to specify one of these to have all of the ores. So let's go over here and let's grab some of those ores. For example, this is one of the reasons why I put the ore converter here in the first place, because what I want to do, let's just grab all of these real quick, and I'll put them back in a second so that we can kind of show how this works. But for now, let me first of all put like a little step here so it's a lot easier for me to get back onto this island, because right now it's a bit of a pain. I don't have to walk all the way around. What we can do is we can just right click on this one, for example, and we can specify that I want to keep all of these ores in here. Now, this would have been a much bigger pain in the backside to do if we'd have had 50 different types of copper, 50 different types of tin, silver, etc. It's a lot easier if we have just one of every kind of ore. And I will add to this as we get more ores coming through, because of course we have things like we have uranium, we have osmium, which you don't have any of here, and all that kind of stuff. So we can add to that, and we can get better ones of these pipes in the future. But for now, we're going to have all of these ores that we have in my inventory go to here. We're going to have coal go to here. And then what we're going to do with this one is we're going to put this as the default route. And what that's going to mean is that anything that doesn't go into either this chest, anything that's not like specified to go to a chest, will go to this one. Anything that the system doesn't know what to do with will just go to this chest. This is the default place where everything can go, even though these two chests are closer. So if we were to now go ahead and flick this on so it actually starts to work and actually starts to pull things out and doesn't just become an absolute mess, and we were to go ahead and start throwing this stuff back in here, we'll throw the coal in there as well, just for fun. And if we would start letting this thing do stuff like this, it should go through into here. This will pump it out. Because the golden pipes are very fast, it will start off a little bit slow, but then speed up very quickly, like so. And you should see it pop out over there any second now, and it should go to the chest we specified for ores. Maybe. And also, I'm starting to think that that might be just a little bit out of render distance. Oh, but also, make sure that you have a... Oh, okay, yeah. make sure you have a logistics pipe at any junction, because the logistics pipes are the ones that tell stuff where to go. You can see the silver is now coming back. Well, probably, yeah, the silver kind of got lost over there. The reason why we're using logistics pipes and not normal buildcraft pipes is because normal buildcraft pipes, when they come to a junction, will just randomly send them anywhere. So make sure you have a logistics pipe there. That logistics pipe down there that we just put at the junction basically looks at the system and says, where should silver go? It sees that this pipe here is requesting silver and lets all the silver know it should go over there. And as you can see, all of the ores that are coming through now will end up in this chest. The gravel should end up in the default route because it's not wanted in either this chest or this chest. And that's our basic setup. Now, the next thing that I want to do is I want to be able to get all of these ores from here and into the crusher. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use a supplier, and I think it's called a receiver's pipe. I'm going to type in pipes. I'm going to look here because there are a ton of different logistics pipes, and I have not quite got my head around all of them. We have supplier, we have logistics, we have provider and supplier. Those are the two that I want. I want a supplier pipe and I want a provider pipe. These are both fairly easy to make. This one's just lapis and the pipe, and this one is a golden gear, 2 redstone, and of course another pipe. So let's head around here and let's make another set of those. Do we have any gold? We do not. It'll be in this chest over here. Let's instead go ahead and do something like this. We'll take you. We'll put you there. We'll put the redstone either side of the pipe. That gets us, if I can get it right, that gets us the provider pipe. And then if we go and take this one over to our lapis, that will get us a supplier pipe. And what that's going to allow us to do is supply that chest over there with ores from this chest over here. So let's grab 2 lapis. Let's craft that up into a pipe, like so. That gets the supplier pipe, and then we will take both of these, and we will set these up. So what we want to do is we want to have the supplier pipe be on this chest over here. So to do that, I'm quite simply going to put that right about there. And then I'm going to hook this up, as always, with golden pipes, and I'll just hook it up like so if we can. We are going to need a few more golden pipes, and these things are getting pretty expensive right now, but that's fine. We have quite a bit of all that. We'll put that there. That is now hooked up, and then what we can do is we can just specify, again, if we grab the wrench, we can specify what gets kept in this item here, what we're going to keep in stock in this chest. Now, this is also going to work very nicely for the other chest we have over there that has coal in it, and the reason that's going to work out quite nicely is because if we were to go ahead and make another one of these supplier pipes, which I believe is the one that doesn't require lapis, if I'm not mistaken. It's quite simply a golden gear, a logistics pipe, and some redstone. Is that alright? No, it's provider. That's fine. We do need that anyway. But basically what we can do now, we'll work on this one first, and we'll come back to the generator in a second. What we can do is if we put a provider pipe on here, like so, and then we hook it up to the system, like so. Now it's hooked up to the system. Let's grab, say, one of each of these ores, like that, and we're going to tell it to keep that chest over there stocked up with all of these ores. The system's then going to realize that this chest over here has those ores, and it's going to request them using the provider pipe and send them over to the supplier pipe. So we'll take that. We will go ahead and say to keep stocked you, and all the rest of them as they come through. And now what we should see happening is we should see the rest of the stuff come through. I'm going to quickly turn weather down. I'm actually going to go ahead and turn details, I think it is, or quality. It's one of these that turns off. Actually, let's just turn rain off. Where is rain? Rain splash off. There we go. The rain is off, and now all of the silver is coming up to here. That's not because we requested it straight from the quarry. That is because it's being pulled from that chest over here, out around, and up into here. And the place where this really comes in handy is with the coal, because now what we can do is we can put some of these supplier pipes on every single one of our iron generators, and as long as we have coal in our chest, as long as we're getting coal from the quarry and it's been sent around and stored somewhere in our system, we can then have it get pulled out and make sure that we can keep a certain amount in stock in every single one of these iron generators. Now, what we need for that, and this one is already full, which is why I believe nothing else is coming over to here, which is also a very nice little piece of goodness from the logistics pipes mod. It doesn't send things if it can't fit them in. It won't just like spew them out like Buildcraftable on its own. And actually, let's go ahead and are we done with this? We are almost done with this, but you do not have any power, which is why that is not working. Let's put some of that in there. And I would kind of also like to get our quarry back up and running at least a little bit if possible. So we can also put them on here as well, and that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, is having the supplier pipes and the provider pipes on all of these over here, so we can have all of these Stirling generators constantly filled up with all that kind of stuff. And if we set up something like a tree farm, we can do the same thing. We can make sure that it's always supplied with wood instead of coal or anything like that, and it will work quite nicely indeed. So that is again working. It is always very, 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 very loud. But let's go ahead and quickly make another set of logistics pipes over here. So I've gone ahead and made 2 more supplier logistics pipes, and now we can go ahead and chuck one right over here on our iron generator, like so, and we'll set that guy up to request coal, and then we'll do the same thing over here, and I'll hook this guy up to the system as well, like so. And basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of our coal from this chest over here, and this coal chest actually also is going to need some kind of provider pipe on it. And I might just make this our fuel chest in general, instead of just being the coal chest, but we'll put that there. And then what I will probably do is I will probably set it up so that all of these have 1 in at any given time, because you can set how many they can request. And the reason why I've chosen 1 is because 1 is going to allow us to make sure that they are, like, it's evenly spread between the two. Because if I say both request a stack, right now we don't have a stack, so it's all going to go to one of them, and the other one is probably not going to get anything. So we'll right click on this, we will say keep 1 item in there, we'll say infinite, and we will click that to where we can do 2, keep 2 in there, and that'll do the same over here. We'll go again to infinite, and we'll say 2 or 1, we'll do 2, 2's easier. And then what I should start to do is it should start to pull coal out of there, and we should see this guy kept full of coal. 2 coal should come over, coal has been sent over. I don't think infinite is right, I think partial or full might be right. Either way, bulk 50? I might just leave it on default bulk 50. I need to figure out how that works. But either way, the coal has been sent there. I think not having it on infinite, if I keep it on bulk 50, I think that way it will not send all of them at once. It will only keep 2 in at a time. Because I think infinite just means it's going to keep going until it can no longer do it anymore. So we'll put that back in there and see how that goes. It should pull 1 or 2 out, and it did. It didn't pull the rest of them. That's good. I apologize for the flickering of the ocean here. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but with that, guys, I'm going to end this episode of Modded Survival Island there. What I'll do between this episode and next is I will probably go ahead and get some more coal. I'll go mine and get some more coal and fill all these guys up. Wait for this quarry to finish, because I don't think it's actually... Oh, is it finished? I don't think... No, it's not finished. It's not at all finished. I'm going to wait for this thing to finish, then we'll probably move it next episode, and we might start working on some kind of tree farm as well next episode, because we do need some kind of fuel to keep these generators working. Oh, actually, we might just start working on a different, like, source of power altogether, because we've done tree power a few times now. So what I might do, and I do need to change this from infinite to, like, bulk 50. We've done tree power a few times now. I might change it. Oh, we might do lava. We might do solar. There's all kinds of stuff we can use for power. So I'll think about that between episodes. And next time we'll come back and set that up as well. The coal and tree does work a lot nicer with logistics pipes, whereas lava could work because there are fluid versions of these logistics pipes. But with that, guys, I'm going to end today's episode there. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit like. It really does help out a lot. Leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys next time.